Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there. 76 yards. And the Jags have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. A tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
Kelly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
All right, here we go. 3-19. No. Back there. Detroit.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. Oh, look at this play call. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Vance Joseph can hardly bear to watch. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He went all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 when he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. On first down, Bortles. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Von Miller able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
But that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Charles, that's an important third down stop. You don't want to spot him 2 touchdowns here early.
You're trying to slow momentum down. You've already given up the score. They're coming right back at you. You're exactly right. Being able to hold them there and force a decision on 4th down, that's big for the defense.
So no problems there with that one as they're able to put 3 up on the board.
Yeah, it's pretty much a winless night. There's only a very light breeze, so it's a perfect night for kickers. And like you say, no problems with that one.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Denver Broncos have missed out on the playoffs for the 2nd straight year. Their offense coming back onto the field here, and that's coming off that Super Bowl 50 win. I don't know that we expected them to go back-to-back-to-back or anything like that, but I certainly don't think we saw them missing the playoffs the last 2 years, right?
No, you're correct on that one. And a big part of it is, there's one of those old adages in sports that defense travels and defense is a constant. Well, the Broncos' defense has been exactly that. I mean, look, they were 3rd overall in total defense in 2017. So the idea that they're going to drop to that type of a record with a defense that good, that just tells you about all the offensive struggles they've had.
Yeah, we mentioned the quarterback troubles, and just 5-11 in 2017 for Denver. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, Anderson. And he's got some space here. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Forced out to his left. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Now it's the Chiefs' all-time leading rusher. It's Jamal Charles on the carry. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jamal Charles, 40 yards. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Boy, they're down only 1 score, still first half, but they're going to line up for the onside kick. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The pitch to Fournette. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. And Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession.
Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. Room here to run. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That good for 19 and a first down. Into the red zone. It's Bortles. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. It's good to make it 17-7. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers. Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. A first down carry here for Charles. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw on second. Here's Kelly. The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. From the gun on third down, Kelly, and that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Vance Joseph making his mark. His guys will go on 4th down. Kelly now throwing on 4th down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They had been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. I think right now they'd love to get Allen Robinson back at wide receiver and add another playmaking tight end.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Finding room inside the 40. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Throwing on first down is Bortles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you. And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP. 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off-air, it was just a fluid game. Not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Finding some room at midfield. Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Back to that belly. Here we go. Here we go now.
On first down, it's Kelly. Buying time to his left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Now Kelly throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Here we go.
Now Kelly from the gun on third down. Dancing to his left. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first. On first and 10, Kelly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Calais Campbell. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Kelly to throw. Looking deep for Demarius. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return will stop right around the 25. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On first and 10, here's Bortles. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's got room. 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. That one good for 33 and a first.
But there's a reason he was the first running back taken. You saw the ability there, the ability to be physical and get downhill. And how about him breaking off a nice gain there?
There's some Adrian Peterson comparisons out there now. That's high praise. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed him, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On second down, Kelly. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And down he'll go at the 25. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. To throw is Simeon. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Simeon finding Thomas there to give the Broncos a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That good for 22 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to...
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there.
Ting ting, hear the sound. Oh, are you listening?